The Rising of the Shield Hero, Volume 1, Chapter 21, Practice of Conflict. Hey, this chapter was translated by Knockjanner. Thank you, Knockjanner. Knockjanner. The castle garden had become a duel ground. Torches are lit in the surrounding area, though while those enjoying the park looked forward to the battle between the heroes. However, the outcome is already considered a foregone conclusion. A fight between myself, the hero of the shield with no means of attacking, and none other than the hero of the spear, Madoyasu. A battle between the hero of the shield's party and the hero of the spear's party. That's not what this is. It's just me and Moriyasu, one against one. As one might expect, Moriyasu's personal pride would not allow it, so it became a duel. Anyone can more or less imagine the result. The normal voices of people placing bets at such an event could not even be heard. There were not only the main nobles who stay in the castle, but also adventurers who fought in the wave. Normally, there is no way there wouldn't be gambling going on. In other words, everyone is clear that I am looking at my defeat. Ren and Itsuki were also on the castle terrace, looking on while laughing. My defeat, me losing my slave, it seems everyone is looking forward to it. Shit! Shit, 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 shit! Every last one of them just wants to rip things away from me without a care. Even during the wave, I was rained on by fire. In the whole world, all that can be found are enemies who ridicule me. Fine. It seems that defeat is my only option, but it won't be for free. Look out, Moriyasu. My grudge against you can't be suppressed. King. Oh, the king. Holy shit! Finally! Now I know who's talking! Awesome. Now then, the duel between the hero of the spear and the hero of the shield will commence. The outcome will be decided when a finishing blow is about to be made or one side concedes. Moving my wrist around to loosen them and cracking my fingers, I ready myself. Who will win in a battle against spear and shield? To answer that isn't so set this time. Moriyasu shows his scorn by glaring down at me over his nose. What a joke. Well then, Moriyasu, I'll teach you how the battles aren't just about defeating your opponent. The surrounding people start arguing, talking about the word contradiction, as if a merchant peddles the strongest spear and the strongest shield, which of the two is actually the strongest? In a word that points out things that don't match up. However, this word contradicts, I think, is a contradiction in itself. After all, what decides the outcome of a match? It's the same as in shogi and go. For example, even if you're holding a losing hand, what will you do? Spears and weapons are designed to kill the opponent. Shields are guards designed to protect the bearer. Expanding on this, if it manages to stop the strongest spear, the shield wins. It did as intended. Their purposes are fundamentally different, a spear and a shield. Fight! Whoa! That's the least intimidating call in the world, but that's what it looks like to me. I run over to Moriyasu, looking like I'm winding up for a big punch, while Moriyasu likewise runs with his spear poised and takes a tentative jab at me. The distance shrank at once, and, as I came within range, Moriyasu grabbed his spear tightly and thrust it at me. An attack that came from anywhere is an attack that can't be dealt with. Moriyasu, right, I gotta get used to that. That's the thing that says who's talking, but I don't think I should say it, because it doesn't. It's just going to sound weird. Chaos Strike! Moriyasu's spear instantly splits into several replicas. A skill. It came, thrust forward all of a sudden. I stopped my charge. While protecting my head, I moved to retreat. Gang gang! Shoo! Oof. Pain ran from the shoulder down the one side. Despite there being a scratch, after all, the attack coming from a hero was a bit too much to bear. Still, the skill Moriyasu used was a finishing move, so I entered a cooldown period, apparently. Take this! Moriyasu still sends his spear towards me. A spear, or in this case a halberd's weakness, is its reach. Once the opponent is past the middle range combat area where their longer weapon is most effective, using it becomes difficult. Naturally, it's effective at knocking down the opponent before they manage to approach, but as for me, a single blow isn't enough to take down the shield. I avoid Moriyasu's stab by a paper-thin margin, throw all my weight forward, and bend down. I drive my fist into Moriyasu's face. Gah! It's impossible for me to do damage after all. However, my attack isn't done with just that. Moriyasu's posse jeers, looking down at my attack that wouldn't cause pain or even an itch. What? How long can you maintain that farce? Face. Yikes. I take out my sure kill weapon from under my mantle and screw it into Moriyasu's face. Chomp! Okay. Ow! Because of that, receiving the full brunt of rain fire during the wave, damn it. Something menacing that could be used as a threat was picked up on the way to the castle. This guy Moriyasu, an incoherent voice full of confusion, sprang out. Ow, ow! Moriyasu writhes in agony as his precious face is being chewed on. As it seems, my attacks aren't all empty-handed. For the man called a balloon expert, there really are convenient weapons. Oda, 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 oda. With toe in his face, Moriyasu held down with a foot so he couldn't get up, and his balloon is thrown at his nether region. What? Why balloons? The bystanders' screams raise up, but they already know. I put my whole body weight into it and continue inflicting blows along with the balloon between his legs by kicking there. You doing this kind of thing? It's in order to win. I'll do whatever bad thing it takes. The targets are the face being a gigolo's life and the proof of being a man, the balls. With a face and balls in a state like hell, you'll be left as a sniveling, nasty otaku. Stop it! No can do! With a heavy thunk, I obstinately keeps kicking Moriyasu in the balls. Moriyasu, in order to finally tear off the balloons that are stuck on his face, tightly grips his spear and brings it up while still collapsed on the ground. Because of that, where the balloons on his face are being split up one by one, I keep throwing replacements on that continue to gnaw away. Meanwhile, I harass him in any way I can. I'll likely lose anyway, so I'm going to inflict Moriyasu with the maximum amount of trauma. Oda, oda, oda! Doing this! Doing this. I use my entire body weight to press and hold down Moriyasu, who's trying to get up with all his might, and my vicious attack continues. How refreshing! More cries of suffering! There, a refreshing smile naturally reveals itself along with the master. Gah! Laughter. Why I said master. Gah! A sudden, powerful push from the back came as I staggered. I looked in the direction of whatever caused me to stagger. There over there, the female landmine. Mine. Oh! Mine! Oh! That's her name! It's translated differently. So I was saying it right before. Okay, mine. Yeah, right. It's, the spelling is different, so I didn't know who it was at first. Where the hell was I? Mine had slipped into the crowd and is holding her hand outstretched toward this part of the stage. Most likely it was wind magic. If I'm not mistaken, it's called wing blue, which is wind magic that fires a fist-sized ball of air. The ball of air is transparent. If you don't pay close attention, you won't be able to see it. That mine, a deceitful smile floating on her face, mocked me holding an eyelid down with her tongue out. You! My scream on account of being made into stagger is drowned out by Moriyasu's counterattack, who is able to get up with the pressure on him was lifted. I am collapsed to the ground, with Moriyasu by my shoulder breathing heavily, the spear resting behind his neck. All the balloons have already been destroyed. It's my victory! With a pained expression, like during the Wave of Calamity, Moriyasu hoisted his spear and declared his victory. Well, at least he got to fuck up his face. I don't like the new translator as much, because he puts in a whole bunch of, well, I like that I know who's talking now, but I don't like all the notes. There's a shit ton of notes, and it's hard to read around them. But it's fun to know who's talking. I might be able to try to put some kind of voices or like special inflections on people, depending on who they are. Yeah, so that's cool, I guess.